Good morning. It is day 74 of the Mississippi River Trail, where I, as a single mom, am paddling the Mississippi River from Minnesota all the way down to Louisiana with 7 of my 15 kids.
We're a family of 15 kids. One mom and Smokey Bear.
And the 7 youngest of us are paddling the whole Mississippi River.
This is chaos made fun.
Come follow our adventure.
And today, we're a little bit rushed today, so I'm gonna make this quick, but we have been going. It has been non-stop. So confusing, hang with me. I know it's super confusing, but we are back in Sainte Gen. So we have 2 days of rain forecasted. It has been very rainy, as you can tell this morning. It's stopped for a minute, but it's been very rainy. So we are not on the water today at all. We will not be on the water tomorrow either because of all the rain. But we have a friend that, as I mentioned last night, an AT through hiker, and she did it with her mom and her siblings in '98. So they live near Sainte Gen, and we actually made the trip down to the confluence to go ahead and get that over with before the rain, do it safely, take necessary precautions, and then come back up the 2 hours and be able to stay with her for the 2 days worth of rain, so that we had somewhere to base ourselves out of. We can still visit Cape because the weather did not allow us to paddle into Cape, and we can still cover the needed towns and get the miles in that we need at the same time. So we are back in Sainte Gen, all of that to say. And she has lovingly arranged and networked for us to have tickets to go to the Learning Center in Sainte Gen, which we did not get to do the other day while we were here, and then also see the house that we did not get to get into during the history day they had, just due to the fact it costs money, and I tend to be proactive as far as the budget goes. So we did not go into the history house. We just visited everything else that was free. So we get to go in that today in the Learning Center. So kids are already in there. We had an appointment at 11:15. We ran a little bit behind this morning due to breakfast, and the accommodations are so lovely. And her kids play. She's got a 4 and 6-year-old. She also has a 21-year-old. Her name is Sarah. And the kids played and played and played. Her 21-year-old is away at school, but the 4 and 6-year-old are loving the company, and my kids are too. So we got a late start, which didn't allow for the video to be done there. And so we are now in the town of Sainte Gen, and the kids are already in the museum. So let's go see the Learning Center.
Get alerts when we release new episodes. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Your mom, look, this one's standing on its tippy toes. Only one toe.
That one's standing on his toes, going on his tail.
Look at that one.
Look how big it is.
Why does this thing low-key kind of look like fishing?
How you like them cockroaches?
Smokey, look how big this geode is. Look.
That's agate. That's petrified wood.
Smoky is correct. Oh, that is so beautiful.
Lucky, are those scorpions?
Look at see the footprints? They are 300 million years old.
Jeez!
You're 300 million.
Smokey.
300
Is that
million
scorpion?
years.
Is that scorpion?
That's a scorpion.
Maya temple facade.
They made necklaces. Oh, Mom! One of the necklace parts has paddles. Has a paddle on them,
Yes, it does.
and it's arrowheads.
Look, this is the Stone Age. Marks a period of prehistory in which humans started using stone, such as flint, for tools and weapons. This is how they used rocks for all the tools and weapons. Do you see that? You know what those are? What are they?
Arrowheads.
Yes, they are. The Copper Age. This is all copper. The Bronze,
That's what they made out of trees.
Iron Age.
155 million years old.
Wait,
Gar.
is that the tooth for the gar?
That's what it looks
That,
Look,
That's why
they
it looks like
became a
dinosaurs.
fossil. They became a fossil. Which is actually kind of cool.
Everything on here is lowering. That's how they would lower things from the basement up here and move things. So do you think it would be easier? Okay, you can point to this side. Okay, let him pull and watch how far up it goes. We have it set up so it only goes so far up and down. But what if this was your job? Would you rather sit here and do this all day or carry all this stuff up and down the steps?
Do this all day.
Do this all day. All right, let's let somebody else pull over there. Do you want to try to pull it and see if you can move all that down? Go ahead, pull on that side. So this cash register here weighs over 100 pounds by itself.
God.
Yeah, so it took 2 grown men a lot of energy and muscle to get that over there onto there. Called fulgurites. And again, if you look in here and look at the numbers, you can see some of these are from Egypt, some are from New York, some are from Montana. They're from all over the world. And you can see the fulgurites look different based on the makeup of the sand. Back in 1873, they rode, well, Frank and Jesse, the brothers, weren't with them. They were somewhere else doing something very bad that day. But they rode into town in May of 1873, and they robbed this safe. It was in a bank in town. And the only way to get into this thing is this key, okay? And when they were with their horses, they had their horses, so they couldn't really like load this up on the horses because this thing is heavy. Hang on, it's easy.
I can't believe it still works.
So, yeah, it does. And it's really hard. Here, twist this key to the left. And see, do it that way. Gotta do it really hard.
Okay, so we have learned that the railroad tracks did not always go across the Mississippi River. We did not know these things. They're actually ferries back in the day for the trains of the Mississippi. Look, did you know that the train tracks didn't go all the way across the water? That the trains actually rode on a ferry too? And look up in that picture right here. That's where the tracks came up. And the ferry would carry the train across, line it back up, and they would be on their way. I never, ever knew that trains went on ferries, but the Mississippi was so big in some parts, the trains went by ferry. And this is the original whistle that was on the train ferry. That is the train ferry. And the same man that made the diorama of this is called a diorama. For those that do not know, I did not know that, but that is a diorama. And the same man that did the diorama of the town of Sainte Genevieve also did this one. That is what a train ferry looked like. What's happening?
Look, it's a rocket ship that exploded.
That thing caught on fire, and then while it was on fire, it fell on people.
Oh, did you watch it to learn like the video?
Oh, Mom, it's a rocket ship.
That's small.
Look at the model of it. There's so much detail. Look at the little cigarette tray.
Mom, what little cigarette trail?
The
Oh,
tray.
yeah. Mom, look, somebody's smoking a cigarette. Why? Look at the
So
little coffee.
much detail.
Look at the little coffee. Mom, look at some guy's filming why he smokes his cigarette. Hey, Mom, look, they got little cans. What are those? What does that say?
Oh, that's the water kettle on the stove for hot water.
Oh, Mom, what is that? What are those cans?
Coffee?
Rooster.
So cool.
Yeah.
What is this?
Look, there's bullets, and there's bombs, and there's a necklace, a World War II necklace.
Where's the bomb at?
Is the bomb?
Where's the bomb?
Oh, it's right there.
All right, here, we're gonna play a scavenger hunt on here. Find the canteen.
Grenade.
Canteen.
Do you know what a canteen is?
No, man.
Canteen.
I already found the helmet.
A canteen is something that holds a soldier's water.
Oh, right here.
Yep, very good. All right, backpack. Find the backpack.
Right here.
Ammunition.
Right here.
Yep. Gas mask.
In that bag. In that bag.
You are very right, Opie. It is in the bag.
Oh.
Opie, what is that?
Penguin. Okay, number
What
1.
mine found.
What miners found? What do you think all is in there?
Gold. And stuff. An agate.
They are pieces of stalactites and stalagmites.
Oh, Mom, let me show you gold. Look, come here.
Look, fire in the hole and the mining. Oh, look at the birds in the cage. Look, between a rock and a hard place. Ooh, let's see why there's birds in a cage. Let's read. Here we go. Canary in the bird cage. Anybody find the canary in the bird cage? All right, let's read about it. Let's see. One of the hazards that miners had to endure were toxic gases like carbon monoxide, which has no smell and cannot be detected. In 1911, the miners in Great Britain started taking canaries in cages down into the mines. If the canaries stopped singing, miners knew to get out of the mine quickly. The miners cared about the birds and made a small chamber with glass sides and its own oxygen supply to help revive the birds after being overcome by gas. Miners reported whistling to the birds, treating them as beloved pets. Then in 1986, the use of canaries in mines ended as new devices were invented to detect gases. 1986. Ending the use of the birds to detect deadly gas was more humane. Wow, so the birds got sick, and then that's how they knew there was deadly gas in
The
them.
canaries were kept down in the mine. As long as the canaries were alive, the air was good. If the canaries fell, it was time to get out of the mine. That was their...
Did you hear how they revived them and they loved them so much? They even
Well,
built.
that life.
Yeah. The miners cared about the birds and made a small chamber with glass sides and its own oxygen supply to help revive the birds after being overcome by gas.
Look at the gold. You see it with the diamond rock?
Yep.
Look, you see the diamond rock?
Mm-hmm.
You see it? It has gold on it.
Oh, yes it does. The little gold flecks in it.
Mom, look, there's gold.
Mm-hmm.
A big old hunk of gold. And they have stuff. A necklace, a hairbrush, hooks. Yeah, look, fish hooks.
Yep, look at the scissors.
But yeah.
Look at that necklace.
Isn't that very sharp too?
Native American during the fur trade. Oh, you want to do an agricultural scavenger hunt?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here we go. All right, number 1 is corn.
Right there. Oh, right there.
Right there.
All right.
It's like what?
2, squash.
Squash. Number
Right there.
4. Number
No, find the squash first. Yeah, find the squash.
what's squash?
This. Number 13.
Number 2 is squash. This is the squash
Oh,
seeds.
oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, Mom, I see it.
All right, beans.
3 beans? Yeah, I already see it.
All right. Cocoa bean.
Cocoa
Cacao,
bean?
or cacao
Four.
beans. Yep. All right, here we go.
Mom, this is what they found in the mining tunnel. Guns.
That's the trading post. That's what they had went back in the wagon trains when they were going. And Lewis and Clark, this was the trading post where Lewis and Clark would go. And these are the
Was
kind of
this-
things they traded.
What would go in that
That's like-
bottle? Big bottle.
Let's see, number 3. These large bottles were used for liquids like wine and rum and were covered by wicker. Spirits were traded to Indians and trappers alike. So that's alcohol. All right, we are winding down our tour of the
Sainte Genevieve Learning Center.
So it has been so stunning to be here. They have so much information and this is a really, really cool place. So I'm just gonna let her explain kind of what they are, what they do, and what's in here because this place has so much information.
So we are a natural history and local history museum. We also are the official visitor site of the Missouri State Dinosaur, which we have real dinosaur bones
You can see
here in the
back
lab.
there. They're everywhere.
We have a scientist, Mr. Mike Fix from the University of Missouri St. Louis, that comes in and works on the bones. Unfortunately, he's not here
Is this
today.
his little office
That's
over here? Yeah,
that's
this is his
lab.
little office over here.
Yeah, and he opens his windows up and can talk to the kids. Our mission here is preserving the past for future generations, and with the children, we like to do that through hands-on exhibits. We have tons of stuff here that's not behind glass, that they can actually get their hands on, and that just kind of adds to the exposure and sparks their interest interest a little more.
It absolutely does. And she also let us, there is a Jesse James safe upstairs, and they actually still have the key to it, and she was able to open it up for us just so that we could experience that. And then this place, we got it on film too, but they have, what is it, a lift or what is it?
Yeah, it's an old pulley, like dumbwaiter system that was designed back before elevators, and it uses a system of gears and pulleys to move things from one floor to the other.
And this used to be an old general store,
The
correct?
old general store, actually where we're standing was where the audience would sit when it was a black and white movie theater.
Wow, that's
Up there
cool.
would be the stage.
Oh, very cool.
And,
Back there.
the family actually would sit under the stage. The kids would play the music to go along with it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, even the building has such a ton of history, but there's just so much in here. Highly recommend this place. It's so cool for the kids. They're able to see it. The dinosaurs want them over there.
I'm
They
sure.
man, they won
Yeah.
the dinosaurs. So yeah, but so much information. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for doing
thanks
this.
for coming.
So
I'm glad you guys got to
all
spend some
right,
time
more
with us.
experiences in Sainte Genevieve. So the place to be.
Thank you.
After the Learning Center in Sainte Gen, we are now at Braden and Friends Challenger Playground. So I think it's important to know that when we do have all the education and the learning, yes, they're well behaved. Yes, we work a lot on manners and being respectful, but they have energy, and they have so much energy, and most of the time it's exhausting. So we look for playgrounds. It was one of the missions, as you can see, of the coffee shop that I owned, was to put in the first inclusive playground of the county. We've talked about this in previous episodes, but it is important. The outdoor lifestyle does not just roll over into only outdoor adventures like hiking, paddling, biking, those kind of things. It looks like playgrounds. It looks like amenities in towns that provide activities and resources to let kids get their energy out. And today's Learning Center, they had a lot of energy. When we are not paddling and they're expending it that way, it is getting built up. It's one of the reasons we do what we do, is because all of that energy is in the house otherwise. So we look for creative and good ways to let them expend their energy doing cool things. So a lot of it looks like playgrounds, and just searching out what the local playgrounds look like, the amenities they have, and what could be done. This actually has a really cool story, because as I researched playgrounds and designed and worked with municipal engineers in the town of Yanceyville, where the coffee shop was located, we looked at inspirational playgrounds that had been done around the country. And this was actually one of the ones I looked at, and I did not know it until I drove up, but remembered and put it all together. But it is a farm-themed inclusive playground that was established as a tribute to Braden. So a lot of playgrounds are named after kids or for things they do not have. They're all ability playgrounds, which is very cool. But here we are at Braden and Friends Playground, and it is an inclusive playground, and it is banging, and the kids are loving it. So yes, while we do go to museums and they're behaved and they are respectful and things like that, things I've worked on for years and years and years, this is also important. And I know when they've reached their limits. So today they reached their limits, and it was time to play and get some energy out. So here we are in Sainte Gen's Inclusive Playground, which is banging. And I hope to stress the importance of all types, all ability playgrounds in other towns. And citizen-led initiatives are often the best way to get those done. If you wait on your local governments, they are not going to do it, more than likely. Some of the bigger towns do, that have larger tax revenues and things like that that come in from the larger tax base. But overall, especially small towns, they wait on citizens to lead the initiative. So this is definitely a citizen-led initiative, which I can appreciate and is very cool. So let's go take a look at Braden's Playground. It is very cool to see the themes. For the park that we were designing in Yanceyville, it was a bee themed. The name of the coffee shop was Busy Bee Coffee Company, and it was very much beehive and pollinator themed, education wise, focused on butterflies, bees, ladybugs, all of those types of beautiful things. Butterflies, oh yeah, some
Oh,
butterflies.
push us, Mom, push us.
Yeah, look, it is very farm themed. Look at all of the sensory stuff. This is so cool. Lots of sensory play as well. So, like the xylophone over here. Lots and lots of different types of swings. This is called a mommy and me swing. So Evie could sit right here. I actually did this with some of my kids. And Odessa would be right there. And you can swing together with your baby facing you. The zip lines are the favorite. Zip lines are all the favorite. But you'll see that they have a zip line that you can sit on. and also an all abilities chair for a zip line so they can participate as well, which is very, very cool. But y'all, look at this. You have your corn stalks, and to see this, to have seen it in a magazine and all of the potential ideas that we came up with is very, very cool to be able to see it in real life. But that is the silo. Such a cool place. One of these days, I definitely will put in a bee-themed all abilities inclusive playground. That is my mission at some point in life, is to see that project to its finale. It never did get implemented because as I stepped away at the last, it was fully funded, and as I stepped away and let the town take over, the town dropped the ball and did not complete it. It was fully funded minus the one grant that we had to wait for to apply for the following year, and they did not apply for that one last grant. But very, very cool to see successful projects that actually came to fruition and have been completed. We even got hay bales over here as steps. Y'all, this was so cool. It's a chicken coop. And that is actually, yeah, that's a boat. And look at the fish. So that pays tribute to the river. That's cool. So you have all farm stuff over here in the ag, and then you pay tribute to the river flowing through Sainte Gen. That's cool, especially the fish. This is really well done. And that's the pole. That is actually the fishing pole.
The paddle of fate.
Oh, you left it in the van. What are you doing leaving it in the van? We all left it in the van. It was all alone. How long has it been going off? You left it alone? Alright guys, alright, so we still got to paddle backwards from last time. We didn't feel safe doing it yesterday, doing the confluence, so that will happen on Thursday when we get back in the water. But that means our stacking up. We got to paddle backwards. Whose turn is it to spin?
It's my turn.
Do we know that for a fact?
Wait, no,
C.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
never spun.
She already did it.
Oh, C did?
I knew it.
Wait,
No.
B, you haven't done
Oh,
it
yeah.
yet, have you?
Yeah, it's B.
Oh, it is B's turn. B is never,
did you
ever,
spin it
ever
last
spinned
time?
it. Spin it. I just said spin it. Alright, hang on a second. Where's Smokey?
He's right
Smokey?
there.
Right there on the van.
Smokey. What are we doing
Well,
out here?
I'm hiding in the van, being warm. It's cold out.
Are you
Hopefully, the paddle of fate says, "Hey, start a fire and get warm." Do we have a start a fire? It ain't no cold plunge.
It might be cold plunge.
It ain't happening. Not with me. That'll hurt me.
Alright, come on, let's do a spin. We are Braden and Friends Playground, and the paddle of fate has been activated. So we gotta spin. B here has never spun.
I never spun it.
Oh yeah, so it's your turn. Alright, Smokey, you gotta come be a part.
I'm
Corey,
right here.
you gotta come be a part. We're gonna do this. It probably been going off for hours in there. Y'all didn't even know it.
It's not my fault.
It was all alone. We left it alone for
sorry, Pat of Fate.
half
I'm
a
sorry.
second. And
Sorry.
that's a false alarm.
I turned my
Oh,
song
false alarm.
Sorry, Pat of Fate. They makes you lose in the van.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, B's turn. Alright, it's your turn. We're gonna spin.
Go for it,
Here
Karen.
we go. Let's see it. Here it goes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Mom, it's supposed to dance out.
Oh, who wants to tell us what that means?
It's dance out. Dance camp.
It is a dance off, Smokey. We're going to be dancing.
Mom, it's a perfect place too. We're at a house.
Oh,
They can dance with us.
You're gonna have a dance off. Now we gotta find some. There you go. Smokey's got some moves. There we go.
That's bad. You know what that is.
We're gonna do, what is it? The shuffle? Whatever
I don't
it
know,
is.
but I'll do the calisthenics and call it good.
No, we're doing a dance off. You can do it with AJ, you're
Well,
doing it
if
with
you think
us.
about it, breakdancing, you have to, calisthenics is included in breakdancing.
Oh yeah. Alright, so we're cowboy camping. Still gotta make up for that from when we had to, it has not been conducive to cowboy camping at all. It has been so wet and the weather is getting colder. So we got a cowboy camp and we gotta paddle backwards. Oh, there we go.
Spin again.
I'll dance with Opie. I'll dance with Opie.
No, we did the cowboy camping. Now we just gotta paddle backwards. So we got them stacked up. We're paddling backwards on Thursday and we got dancing off gonna have a dance off? You wanna dance?
Not really.
You got
But
some moves?
I already did it.
Oh yeah.
Mom, is there rules to this? Can I dance with Opie? Does it count?
Oh, we're just gonna have a huge dance party. That's what we're gonna do. It's dance party. All right, let's load up from the Braden Friends Playground and our rainy day 0.
Hey.
Headed to the Colonial French Museum and then back to the Falch's house to sleep in a cozy barn and cabin while it rains outside and is very cold. So let's go. We're gonna go dance. You ready to dance, Smokey?
Mom.
Oh, we gotta get the whole thing in.
Here we go.
All right, let's go. We have arrived at the Center for French Colonial Life. After letting everyone run out their energy at Braden Friends Inclusive Playground in Sainte Genevieve, we are now to our second or third stop of the day. We have completed the Learning Center in Sainte Genevieve. We're doing this. They were so gracious to get us tickets into both places. So we're here now on a very rainy, very cold day, and we are very glad not to be in boats today. So we're about to enter the Center for French Colonial Life. Let's go learn about the rest of Sainte Genevieve. Where'd that one come from?
The pond.
The pond over there?
Yeah, I got on my tiny pole again.
There's tiny pole. As we go pull. Whoa, look at his belly. That's a fat fish.
Ow! Stop biting.
Oh, he wants water. All right, go put him back in. What we got going on over here?
Texting my boy Michael up and playing in the sand with my feet. Oh, this corner with my feet. Yeah. Yeah, I got a picture of you.
So it's the end of day 74 of the river trail, and it is a very, very rainy night. After a pretty rainy day, it rained off and on. It wasn't solid rain all day, but it was enough to stay off the water. There are other paddlers out there doing it. We're not. It's cold rain, and I would say that if it were just me paddling, I'd be out there, but probably not. No, I'm probably not gonna do cold rain. There's a hardcore dude out there, Paul. Paul just keeps going and going and going, but not us. So we're on Confluence was yesterday, all was good. And now we are on yet another 0 after one on Saturday because of rain. So this was when it gets a little tricky and weather starts to get a little irritating. But we are very, very glad to be tucked in a warm cabin with a cold rain pouring outside, and it is only going to pour all night long and all day tomorrow from the forecast. Not off and on like today, all day tomorrow. So we'll see what the day holds. We are supposed to shuttle into Cape tomorrow to do the history there since we didn't get to paddle into it, and hopefully we get to go see Tower Rock too because we did not paddle by it because the weather interfered, and that was the section of the river that we were supposed to paddle on Saturday, and we did not because of rain. And so then we had to jump up to make up for the education versus the miles, because if we just continually wait on weather, it will take us forever to get down this river. So in that event, we will go visit Tower Rock and see it, and then visit Cape as well. However, that being said, we have had some very interesting people contact us. So we are going to see what tomorrow holds. It will be a little bit intriguing. We're gonna see how it all works out. So we got a little bit of a surprise for you tomorrow. And not quite sure how it's gonna go yet, but they think that they're gonna come out here and meet us where we are in our little piece of the world where we're tucked away from the rain. However, I think we are headed to Cape to meet them there. So we're gonna see what tomorrow holds, and we may have to do Cape. We're currently about an hour and 20 minutes away from Cape, so it will be another road trip just to be able to piece this trip together and hit the portions of the river that are so iconic. That was the whole point of being out here, in addition to paddling the river. So we're gonna Cape is one of the big ones. So we will go to Cape, do history. Not gonna be a lot of walking around because it is solid rain. So we're trying to figure that out. But they do have a conservation center. So we'll probably meet our mysterious mystery guest tomorrow at the conservation center. So we'll keep you updated on that. And you gotta watch tomorrow's episode to find out who we meet, because I'm a little curious as to how this is gonna go. It was a very spontaneous, unexpected piece of communication from them. So should be fun, should be interesting. Stay tuned.